Hey folks, Davey here. Today I'm going to talk about tree saddles. I'm going to show you little tips and things of that nature. I've been getting asked a lot of questions about saddles and my setup and the weight and all that. So I'm going to go over it a little bit. First thing I want to talk about is the compactness of this system. This is it. This is all I got other than my bow. Everything's in the pack that I need, and it's all ready to rock and roll. So first thing I'm going to do, pull this pack off. I will put links to all this gear in the description section. But this pack is a Martin top. It's not a very expensive pack, but these wings and these buckles are why I went with it, because it's real easy to use. And the first thing I'm going to do is show you exactly how much this setup weighs. 15.33 pounds. This will get even my shortness up to 16 feet if I really stretch it out with what I got going on here. So first thing right off the bat is my climbing system. These are tethered one sticks. I'm going to tell you right now, they're not the cheapest thing out there, but they are well worth the money just for the weight alone. Most stick systems at this point are running somewhere for 3 sticks in about the 10-pound range. 3.72 pounds. That's the sticks with the ropes, the bungee system to keep everything together, and on top of it I do have step aiders that are made out of AmSteel that I splice myself. This little pack is under 4 pounds, like I said, will get me to 16 feet, and I'm only 5'5", so if I really stretch it out, I have no problem getting there, and I will show you a little bit of that. And next I'll just show you what's in the bag. Knee pads sitting up against the tree, plus I hunt off the ground a lot, so that's actually very helpful there. Here's my platform. This is an out on the limb Solo Scout. It's very small, but it's all that I really need. And this thing does not weigh a whole lot itself. This guy's strap and all is sub 2 pounds, 1.93 pounds. Very light. That is with the attachment strap. And what I do and you'll see what I do to increase my footing area is I set my top of my sticks and I kick them off to the left since I'm right-handed, and I put them about the same height, put the platform right at the same height, and that allows me to step on the sticks, the platform, and I can go all the way around the tree if I need to. Also in this bag is my lineman's rope, my tree tether, and I also have a redundant tie-in that goes to this redundant bridge just for extra safety. That stays in the bag until I get up in the tree and I get all tied off, and I'll tie that in. The ropes hook right to my saddle itself. I hang the sticks and the platform off the saddle as well. Also in this bag is a little fold-up seat, because I hunt off the ground a lot. I don't go in anywhere with any preconceived notions of exactly how I'm going to hunt. Sometimes there just isn't trees to get up, even with a saddle, as versatile it is. So I got this little seat. This is a Rothko camp chair. Not the most comfortable in the world, very lightweight in itself. .69 pounds. As you saw, it folds up in a nice little package, very low profile, just adds options. And remember, this is all in a pack that's barely over 15 pounds. Other simple things, flashlight, GPS, not in here right now, but I'll have a rangefinder, my licenses and knives and that, so it'll add just a tiny bit of weight, but not much. I also have a couple extra carabiners in here just in case I drop something. And the all ever important back band. This just happens to be a trophy line, because I also have a trophy line saddle that I really don't use too much anymore. This clips into the bridge and comes around the front of you there, but gives you a little bit of brace here so you can lean back in, helps you stay a little more comfortable. Frankly, I don't use it very often. I don't really need it. I'm fine with just leaning, and then I'll sit right down in the saddle if I get tired. And the saddle itself, let me take it off here and show you. The saddle I just wear in, it's no big deal. Doesn't weigh much. This is a custom gear modification Sidewinder. Awesome saddle, not that expensive. It runs about $200, and in the saddle world, that's not bad. Very well built, great company. The owners there stand behind their products a million times over, and I can't say enough about them. Great option. Has extra gear loops. You can get custom things done. I had them add a few extra mollies down below to hang some other stuff off of. These clips, I can't remember the company, but I'll find it and I'll put that in the link. These are just a 3D printed clip. I have 2 of them on there, and I hang my sticks and platforms from those. So everything's all with me as I go up. This saddle itself is also pretty lightweight. .93 pounds. You don't even realize you have it on. If I go to hunt off the ground, I still have it on. I just leave it on. It doesn't bother me a bit. I did change out the rope system belt. It was an Amsteel rope thing that kind of slid. I didn't care for it. It just didn't stay tight for me no matter what I did. So I bought and added this webbing belt, but you can get a webbing belt when you order from them. You just tell them you want a webbing belt instead if that's what you want. They offer that, a rope belt and an Amsteel belt. It's real simple, just goes on. And it's got detachable leg belts. Not necessary for safety purposes at all. It just helps keep everything in place. And that is really the gist of it. Comes with an adjustable bridge, which is awesome. And like I said, I tied this in as a redundant. And what I do, I climb with the lineman's belt, of course, but with my tree tether, I simply hook it to this loop, and boom, it goes up the tree. A lot of people use bags to put them in and stuff like that. It's just unnecessary things for me to carry, makes noise, whatever. I just wrap these up, put them on there, and it's good to go. So next I'm going to show you how I climb. I'm not going to climb all the way up the tree. I'm just going to go one step up and just show you what I got going. Use these bungees just to keep everybody all wrapped up together. And these are just all my aiders. Pretty much use the same Amsteel that was used for the tie-ons for these. The nice thing about these is they all pin together. It can be a bear putting them together and taking them apart a little bit until you get used to it. And the old pins suck, but they've replaced all the pins with a better, much higher quality product. And I mount one to the tree to start before I start climbing. I simply snap that into that loop, pull out my platform, find the loop on this, find the clip on this side, snap that in, and I'm ready to go up the tree. I got everything I need. I don't have to climb back and forth. You know, I tie my bow to a tether to pull up. I actually use a large dog retractable leash. It works great. And the backpack goes right on my back as I'm climbing. So once I'm up there, I'm ready to go. I can put my bow hanger and all that stuff up. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach one of these to the tree. What I got here is I have 2-step aider on the bottom. I don't trust 2 steps up higher. It gets a little too fussy and they want to kick out a little bit if you're not into them just right, and I just don't feel safe myself with a 2-step. But I use a single step on the rest of the uppers. And they just kind of pop apart like this. And that's my 2-step. I usually start with the 2-step on the bottom, like I said. But for what I got going on here today, I'm just going to use a single. As well, I don't need to get up too high to demonstrate what we've got going on here. It does take me about 15 minutes to climb and get set up. That's with lots of practice, but I'm not real fast. Never have been with it. But to tie these in is pretty straightforward and simple as it gets. Come around. It's got these grooves in here, next. I like to go around once, and you don't really need to. I've tested it, but for a little extra peace of mind, I pull that back through there. Some will say, why are them ropes so long? Well, I can go around some pretty big trees that way. And simply once they're in, you push them down. And it's the same whether I'm going up or whatever, you know, works out the same way. Now, of course, you know, I would haul this up, like I said, and attach it up when I got up the height. But since I'm doing this right from the ground level here, just to show you, I'm going to go ahead and just put it on now. Really simple system. Sewed loops and a cam buckle. Just hook these right around the posts. Hold them into place in my chest when I'm up off the ground, just the same. Flip it up, get her tight, and pull her down. And that is it. So I'm going to show you when I start to climb. This is mine, you know, we only got one stick if I'm climbing. First platform isn't up. I simply get my Lyman's. Now, I will say, a Lyman's is not a fall arrest device. And some folks like to climb with the tree tether, which is probably safer. Frankly, I find it very cumbersome, and it's not very safe for me. So I just take my chances with the Lyman's, and if I go, well, at least it'll keep me from going all the way down. Get this bad boy around here. I'm using a Ropeman mechanical ascender on this. It's great. It's one-hand adjustable, and I'm using a Triango twist lock carabiner. It's real simple. You hook it right in. Don't have to worry about spinning the nut. You know, you get it where you need it. Simple climb up to show you how to use the step aider. I like to get it right into the arch of my foot here. You have to bury that toe into the tree. That's what keeps you from kicking out side to side. As long as you got that toe buried, you're okay. You don't bury the toe, and you're like this. That's not good. So get up and in here. Like I said, you can see the ropeman makes it real nice. You can tighten it up. Go ahead and get to the top. And at this point is when I like to put my tree tether on before I step onto the platform. So we get the tether out. And I simply girth hitch it around the tree. I personally run it through twice. That keeps it from sliding. There's products you can get for it, but once again, it's just something else to carry. I run my tether a little higher. I run my tether a little higher than most. A lot of people go about nose height. I tend to go a little more head height. Get that fold down in there. And I go ahead and then hook the carabiner right onto the bridge. This is a Petzl Williams locking ball carabiner. Locks into place, can't twist it. And I am running a double redundancy here. I have a regular Prusik knot, but I also have an auto lock below it, just in case something fails. They slide in tandem pretty well, so I have no worries. And get on my platform. Now this is where I would take my redundant tether. It girth hitches around the same, and it just attaches with a locking carabiner into this. I'm not going to put it on right now. So next is to adjust these all up. Take the pressure off of the lineman's, and I can lean right back in. Now I'm completely on the tree tether. Once I had my redundant on, this lineman comes off. I disengage it, I roll it up, and I throw it in my backpack. I don't need it until I'm climbing back down. But that's pretty much the gist. Once I'm up here, I'm a leaner, so I sit like this an awful lot. My bow will hang here. I have all sorts of shooting opportunities naturally right here, which I'm going to grab the bow and show you. But also, I can come around the tree. I mean, it's not easy. You can't be up here moving around. You got to pick and choose your movements just like anything else. But if I have deer come in the back of the tree, it's simple. I come around, and I'm here. I can shoot. I can wrap my leg. I can shoot all the way over here. I don't have to worry about my weak side so much with doing that. Another option is simple. I get up in behind my tree tether, and if I get like this, I get away with it. My tree tether holds me in, and I can shoot this way, no problem. What I really like about this is you're always tethered into the tree. It's safe, and I've always been a tree hider. Even with my hanging stands and my climbers, I've always put the stand on the back side of the tree. Expect a deer come this way, let them come past to shoot. It's just the way I like to hunt. It hides me a lot better. The one downfall that I find with this is I always just find myself swaying. I can't help it, and I fight with it, but I want to sway naturally. If I get tired, I got my knee pads on. I sit down into the seat, and I'm all good to go there. Or I can simply side saddle and sit. I'll go ahead and jump down and grab the bow, and I want to show you a couple shooting positions. So with the bow hangs here. Deer's coming to my strong side. Boom, I can shoot pretty close. Shoot this way, no problem. come around the tree this way. Like I said, come around the back side of the tree, shoot that way. And I can even get in here and shoot this way, not a problem. I've seen a lot of people online, especially the traditional guys, talking about how they can't take close shots. And yeah, if you got a shot here, it's hard. I mean, you're in your legs and everything else, but that's easy. You hang. Boom, boom, boom. It's as simple as that. Once again, you can't be up here hopscotching around and everything. You got to pick and choose your movements like you would any other time. But it's an awesome system. And while it's not for everybody, I suggest at least take a look at it, you know. I can stay comfortable for about 4 to 5 hours. I can't do all day sits. And if I plan on all day sitting, I will carry a stand. I'll take a lightweight, small profile hang-on stand in for all days. If I find I want to stay all day in a spot that I didn't intend, I just simply get down for a little bit, hang out at the base of the tree, you know, get rested up. But I can literally just sit here, and it is very comfortable. One thing I do suggest is you practice with this system. Climbing up for the first time, especially in the dark in the morning before sunrise, is not the time to learn how to do this. I've spent countless hours climbing, sitting, shooting, just honing what I need to do, just so I have all these different things figured out ahead of time, so I know how to position myself as a deer approaches. The glorious thing about this is the versatility. I can climb trees yay big around to that big around with absolutely no problem. I really like this size tree right here. Is about perfect for me. It helps hide my body a little bit better. And the only thing I could say better is if you get a group of trees together, or one that Y's off, you know, has several different big main runs up it. Those are great. You can really, really hide in those. But yeah, that's my saddle system, and that's how I do it. Like I said, it's definitely not for everybody, but you should definitely consider it.